Hello everyone, my name is Zhang Mingyue and I am a PhD student of Professor Jin Zhi in Peking University. My research topics are about self-adaptation, multi-agent, and reinforcement learning. Today, I'm happy to share my preliminary works about game-enabled self-adaptation, that is, using the game theory approach to enhance the adaptability of the system, especially the ability of defense against security attacks. Security attacks present unique challenges to self-adaptive system design due to the adversarial nature of the environment. However, modeling the system as a single player, as done in prior works in security domain, is insufficient for the system under potential compromise and for the design of fine-grained defensive strategies, where the rest of the system with autonomy can cooperate to mitigate the impact of the attacks. To deal with such issues, we propose a new self-adaptive framework incorporating Bayesian game and model the system at a granularity of components in system architecture. Our contribution is threefold. First, an approach to modeling the system under attacks as a Bayesian game with potentially minor players at a granularity of components, and its implement, which takes input as a component-based system architecture model in graph form, and outputs Bayesian game in game tree form. Second, a Bayesian game extended self-adaptive framework which leverages the equilibrium of the game as an adaptation response to improve the resilience of the system under potential security attacks. Third, a real case study on a test-bed cyber-physical system, that is, secure water treatment SWAT system, for evaluating the effectiveness of the proposed approach. Here is our preliminary experiments. We statically analyzed the discrete region of the state space, which represented different attack scenarios, that is, minus probability of two components. For example, the three pictures present three typical cases of system utility over two dimensions that correspond to minus probability of three combination of components, respectively. The following pictures demonstrate the results of the policy selection of 8 components over 2 dimensions that correspond to minus probability of MV101 and P402 respectively. Red triangles points denote that the component turns off or closes the valve, whereas blue rectangle points denote that it turns on or opens the valve.